Hey guys, I am Tish Barnhardt, the host of the Tish Barnhardt Show. And guys, I have the pleasure of sitting here today with none other than the award-winning Buff Dillard, talking about his memoir today, guys. Good morning, Buff. How are
Grand
you?
Rising. I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be here too with you today. And so we're going to just dive right in because I'm excited, to talk about this memoir of yours. So tell me, Buff, why a book?
Um, the interviews,
Mhm.
years and years of interviewing with different people, asking the questions over and over again. I figure, number one, it's a way for people to get to know me
Okay.
and get to know who I am, where I come from, the
Mhm.
challenges. Also, first and foremost, I should say my offspring.
Okay.
Long after I'm gone, I just had this great idea to leave something
Mhm.
where they can read that I wrote personally,
Mhm.
not hear it from someone else,
Right.
about who I am and who I
Right.
was.
Right. Absolutely.
Where the music come from.
Yeah, I could not agree more, for you to actually write this because
Yeah,
people can say things about you all day, right?
yeah,
And, they
yeah,
think they may know, or, hey, did you hear this or that? But whenever it
yeah.
comes straight from the horse's mouth, listen, guys, straight from the horse's mouth, okay? That's what we're going to get today. So, Buff, I want to ask you this. So, we know now why the book, but why now?
Well, Tish, I think it's the perfect time. I just kept hearing it from so many authors, including yourself, to, Buff, you should write a book. You have a story. And I was so consumed with music, I just didn't know where I would find time to do it. And once I homed in on a topic and a subject, I was like, you know what? This is not such a bad idea. Not only would it be for my offspring, but it possibly could help some other people that went through a lot of things that I went through
Absolutely.
as well.
I cannot agree with you more that this being the right time for you. So many people just mentioning it to you and you just kind of pushing it off or whatever. But yeah, now is the time. Now is the perfect time for you to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
So I couldn't agree more. So, I actually had the opportunity, you let me in on a little tidbit,
Just a little
just a
bit.
tidbit
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the memoir, you guys. And so what
yeah.
I found out, oh my goodness, about the name Buff. I
Oh
was
my
like
gosh.
so blown away. So, Buff, tell us about this name, Buff. How did it originate and what happened there?
I will say this much. It was it's, it was originally Buffy
Mm-hmm.
with a Y.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that knew me, friends, I know,
Buffy
right?
with a Y? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Not masculine at all.
Right, that part.
But my mom, you know, back in those days, they didn't have fraternity tests.
Mm-hmm.
She did not know I was going to be a boy.
Okay.
And she was calling me a girl's name in her womb.
Wow.
She was a fan of a sitcom back then called Family Affair,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. French, Buffy and
Mm-hmm.
Jody. Well,
Okay.
she fell in love with Buffy, who was a little Caucasian young lady,
Okay.
a little girl actually,
Right, right.
with blonde pigtails.
Oh my goodness.
And once I found out, I was like, ain't no
Ain't
way.
no way.
Ain't no way. No, we gonna change this. But the
Right.
majority of my childhood, I went through it with everybody calling me Buffy because that's what my mom called me. Never called me by my my real name.
I can only imagine
Yeah.
as a child, being called that or what have you, and then you deciding to like, we just gonna drop this Y
Yeah.
and we gonna go masculine right here.
Very traumatic, very traumatic. And even to this day, people still run up on me. Well, I remember Buffy. I don't know who Buff is. They have no idea that they are insulting me.
Why this title? Whenever I saw it, it was called A Preacher's Son, right? And of course, I know that just in talking to you and sharing, even with So You Want to Be a First Lady and things like that, they kind of mirror just a little bit.
Yeah.
But why this title, A Preacher's Son? Did y'all hear that? A Preacher's Son.
Well, everybody knows that PKs get a bad rep.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason for that. I do a lot of research on stuff people just, they say, but they don't know the meaning of it.
Mm-hmm.
I have lived that life.
Mm-hmm.
The memoir is how I lived the majority of my life as a preacher's son. There are things that I went through and I had to deal with when it came to the church organization.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all good.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say it's probably more bad than good.
Okay.
It's a lot of traumatic experience that I had to endure.
Mhm.
Moving from state to state, city to city, church to
Mhm.
church,
Mhm.
school to school,
Mhm.
um, and nobody really thinks of that part. They
Right.
just see, the person and take them for who they are today. But there are things that shape all of us.
Right.
And I wanted to put that out there. And the biggest thing, again, back to your question, that helped shape me is the fact that I am a preacher's son. I was a preacher's son. This memoir talks about all the things that cause traumatic stress
Right.
in my life as a young kid.
I believe that a lot of people of faith, oftentimes, they put a lot of pressure on the preacher's kids,
Do,
right?
do.
As if they can't do anything wrong or they're on this pedestal and things, because of course I have 3 children and I was married to a pastor, right?
Yeah.
And so, kids are going to be kids and they're going to have to find their own way. But
Right.
what do you feel about the pressure
You
that
know
people
what?
put on?
You are exactly right. You hit the nail on the head, because that's the research that I did. And it's not just looking at my life and past or my siblings. It's other preacher kids that I have had communication and relationships with that feel the same way. And we just got together and talked about it a lot
Right.
in the organization. What we like to do is prove to our friends, hey, if you can do it, I can do it too. I can do it better. And it kind of gets us in a lot of trouble in the faith base. You know what I mean?
And so, with that being said, just as our parents had to find their way, so do our children, guys.
Yeah.
They have to find their own way.
People don't think of it that way, but that's the facts.
I have another question for you. I'm just full of questions today, right? Of course. I wouldn't be otherwise, right? So I want to know, what were some of the challenges that you faced as a preacher's son?
As I mentioned before, it's really the pressure of being a preacher's son and being put on such a high esteem pedestal. Another challenging thing was moving in this particular organization from city to city, state to state. Like I said, it was very traumatic, and I wrote about it in the book and things we had to endure, me and my siblings. But the book is from my point of view, and things I've never had these conversations ever with my sisters. Maybe one day we will, but just want to speak.
That's surprising.
That's
surprising that you all have not had those conversations.
Growing up, in our home, it's you learn from each other, and then the identity. My mom made sure we kept our own identities. So, even when I decided to leave the organization, I didn't talk to my sisters about it. And I made a promise to my dad I wouldn't do that. Everybody like you said, we have to find our own way. Right. So the way I found, some of it's in the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, guys, more of it in the book, okay? In the book. So, Bub, tell me this, as authors, many of us who choose to do memoirs or autobiographies, about our life and everything, were there any times that fear came in? Like, I don't know if I'm going to do this or share this, or, tell us about that. How was that for you?
What? I would only begin to write when I was in the air. And everybody that knows me know that I'm a musician and I travel all over the country. Whenever I'm in the air on a plane, to just calm me down, I would write in this book. And it took 10 years, because I was like, no, I don't want to say that. I go back and change it. Then I was like, no, I don't want to say that because it's going to affect this person. I don't want to say that, it's going to affect that person. I'm very cautious about stuff like that, because I don't want people to get the wrong ideas.
Right, I get it.
I'm just made that way. I'm created that way. A lot of people don't care. They just, but I was very cautious. Even when talking about the organization, I love all the members. I love I'm a person of love. I love everybody that I've met, had the pleasure of growing up with, playing music with in the church. But I was very cautious also, because my dad was still living, and he was a pastor, a high position, high position clergyman, and I didn't want anything to backlash on him, because every industry is like that. There's politics and everything, and people will hold stuff against you that you didn't even do, but it's your offspring.
Right.
I don't want that.
Mhm.
And I don't want him smelling that smoke.
Right. I
No,
get it.
we're not doing that. So I waited to the perfect time
Mhm.
when I felt the push and I felt the Most High within me
Mhm.
saying, now.
Now, so guys, you have heard all of what we've been talking about so far with Buff's memoir that is going to be coming out. And so I want all of you going and pre-ordering this book, okay? I'm telling you, you've seen him everywhere, playing everywhere, flying all over the country and stuff like that. He's not an award-winning artist for no reason, right? And so now that he has this powerful memoir coming out, we want to be found supporting it. So Buff,
Yes.
tell us, when is the big release date, sir?
So Tish, I thought about releasing it October 10th, which is
Mhm.
Friday. But I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't want to release the book and I'm not around. I'll be in Greenville, South Carolina for a festival Friday, coming back here to Charlotte, flying out, headed to San Antonio, Texas Saturday,
Busy.
as usual. So I'm like, okay, I gotta make this a separate entity, and I want to be around. Now, to answer your question, the release date is October 17th.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
this interview today.
Thank
and
you.
I cannot wait, to see what happens when your book unfolds.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, I've said this to you before, I just wanted to be for my family. No, this is for the world to see, okay? Because there are PK kids where? All over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world. And so
Worldwide.
that's what we want to do. But thank you so much for, again, this time today. And I
Thank
wish you
you.
nothing but, of course, the best with your book. I know that it's going to go far. And I know that as you continue
you.
traveling, as you are playing, now you got something else they can get, right?
Yeah.
The book. All right, guys, listen, I want you picking that book up. Again, I am Tish Barnhardt, the host of the Tish Barnhardt Show. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Bye for now.
Y'all keep the passion.
Keep the passion. Love it.